Hello, so this is signs of toxic person. First, what is a toxic person? If you know someone who's difficult and causes a lot of conflict in your life, you may be dealing with a toxic person. These people can create lots of stress and unpleasantries for you and others, not to mention emotional or even physical pain. A toxic person is anyone whose behavior adds negativity and upsets to your life. Many times people who are toxic are dealing with their own stresses and traumas. To do this, they act in a way that doesn't present them in the best light, and usually upset others along the way. Toxicity in people isn't considered a mental disorder, but there could be underlying mental problems that can cause someone to act in toxic ways, including a personality disorder. So here are some of the warning signs to watch out for if you think you're dealing with a toxic person. So 1, you feel like you're being manipulated into something that you don't want to do. 2, you're consistently confused by the person's behavior. 3, you feel like you deserve an apology that never comes. 4, you always have to defend yourself to this person. 5, you never feel fully comfortable around them. And 6, you continually feel bad about yourself in their presence. If you've experienced these feelings around someone, they may be toxic. If you constantly have such emotions, you may want to change the relationship or stop the relationship entirely. So, just like there are signs you're around a toxic person because of how the person makes you feel, there are signs seen in the person themselves that highlight their toxicity. The most common signs include inconsistency. They always need your attention. There is always drama. They don't respect your boundaries. They manipulate others for what they want. They abuse substances. It doesn't have to be that they abuse substances, but it is something that comes up a lot. So, part of being human is having ups and downs, good times and bad. But a toxic person is almost never consistent. They believe their behavior is erratic. They don't follow through on their commitments or promises. You never know what they're going to do next. Such inconsistency is very hard when you're trying to be there for someone. Have you noticed that this person always needs something from you, whether it's constant phone calls, texts, or showing up at your door? They always need emotional support, and they're probably not being supportive to you in return. Ever notice how drama seems to follow some people? It's likely not a coincidence. Toxic people thrive in dramatic situations. They inflame emotions and create conflict. Another sign of a toxic person is no boundaries. If you've been clear with someone time and again about your needs, and they just can't help themselves but to disrespect you, they are toxic. Healthy relationships are based on trust and the ability to respect boundaries. Another toxic behavior is abuse of substances like drugs and alcohol. These behaviors become toxic when the person is continually harming other people, not to mention themselves. So dealing with toxic people. Now that you know the signs of a toxic person, both in the way you feel and how they act, you still may not know what to do about it. So there are some few strategies to try. So you can confront them. As soon as you notice toxic behaviors, confront the person, call them out on their lies and inconsistencies. This shows that you're paying attention. Set stricter boundaries. If you must have a toxic person in your life, try to set stricter boundaries. Make it clear you won't tolerate their overly dramatic behavior or spreading rumors about people. Limit the time you spend with them until they can change. And then you can also just cut them out of your life. If the above strategies don't work and cause even more pain, abuse, or dishonesty, it's time to let the person go. So that's it for this video.